Yo, what up? It's Aaron Moses gang. So, a Mexican man asked me how he could get a black girlfriend. Let me start from the top though. Look, so peep this, right? I'm sitting on Vermont at the bus stop. Because I was having problems with my woman. Just meditating, listening to my music. He walks up and he asked me, "Hey man, I can get a cigarette?" And I said, "Sure." You can get a cigarette, total stranger. But you got a black guy? We don't even want to talk about it. I'm not even gonna say homie's name. I don't remember his name, but we chopped it and popped it for a little bit. And he was like, "Bro, I don't mean to offend you, but I like black women." I'm like, "I'm not a black woman. Why are you telling me this?" And he was like, "No, no, no. I know you're not a black woman, but I was just wondering if you could give me, tips and advice to secure a black woman." And I asked him a couple questions. What kind of black woman do you want? Just trying to gauge where his mentality was. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, I have revealed to him this information. Number one, I told him that all women that you're seeking out have one thing in common, bro. They want a man. So you have to be a man. You know what I'm saying? All men need women. All heterosexual men need women. And all heterosexual women need men. So whatever preconceived notions that you might have about the black woman, bro, throw that out the window. The second thing I told him was that you need to do your research on our leaders and on our history in general. Dr. Khaled Muhammad, Malcolm X, Coretta Scott King. You know what I'm saying? I didn't throw Barack Obama, the plan in there, but I did say you have to do your research on slavery. You also have to do research on the Geechee Gotti warriors. Did I say Geechee Gotti? My bad, excuse me. I've been listening to some battle rap last night. But the Geechee warriors and the whole theory behind how the slave trade was ended in 1865 before Jesus was alive. That wasn't necessarily for him to be able to have certain types of conversations with the black woman, but to be able to understand our history and why we might have certain components, a part of our culture and certain behaviors that we may or may not have. You know what I mean? I also wanted to give him the point in his mind that, sir, you have to read. You have to read and you have to travel mentally. If you're gonna be stuck in LA for the rest of your life, at least be able to travel mentally and culturally through these literary texts, through these different ideas, through the ideas and through the timestamps and the timelines of these women that you're endeavoring to pursue. You know what I mean? So taking this, understanding the fact that, yes, understanding the dynamic between man and woman is the most important component. Understanding where you are as a man mentally, understanding that you need to be able to have conversation, understanding that you need to be well read, understanding that this is a woman and you're endeavoring to bring her into your universe. You need to be able to have yourself together in totality. Now, I did give him certain things that I'm not going to give for free as far as the black woman, nothing negative, but at the end of the day, you're looking at the color, which is, it's important to an extent. You do have to understand certain cultures, but if that doesn't suit you, we're in California, we're in LA. So you have this you got Vietnamese women, you got Puerto Rican women, we have Honduran, we have everything. That if that's good to you, that's good to you, and if that's a negative to you, that's a negative to you. But at the end of the day, it is important to understand people's cultures and history, and it's going to lead you down a rabbit hole if you say, "Oh wow, this is probably why a lot of black people act like this or don't act like this according to this history. Maybe I don't want that. Let me look at the Indian woman. Well, this is how they look at things. This is how they look." I was trying to help him understand that, bro, if you're walking up to a black man, understanding that you don't know if I grew up with black people or not. I could be adopted by, two white people. I'd never seen a black person in my life for more than 50 minutes. You don't know that. You know what I mean? But at the end of the day, you do have to study other people's culture. If you want an Asian woman, you do have to vibrate specifically in a certain way mentally, and you do have to set your own boundaries. Because a very wise person named Freeze is It. I want everybody to go to Freeze is It, FREEZEIZIT on YouTube. He gave some really cool advice. He said, you can't control what anybody does. You can't even control your environment. All you can control is how you process it and how you respond to it. So it's not about controlling a woman. It's not about getting her to change her stance as far as how she's been raised or her culture. It's all about having an understanding and how to maneuver through that. And if this woman is not willing and ready to cooperate, not do what you tell her, but cooperate, it is what it is, bro. It wouldn't matter if she was, I hate when people say purple, orange, yellow. People don't come in those colors. Just don't even say that. I know that's just trying to tap into people's, subconscious mind, but it wouldn't matter if she was from the north, south, east, or west. I'll say it like that. It wouldn't matter if she's from everywhere from, heaven or hell. It wouldn't matter if she's from Africa, North America, South America, Australia, Europe, Asia. It wouldn't matter. What matters is how you control yourself. What matters is about the boundaries. What matters is your ability to control yourself. You do need to have certain understandings to make certain adjustments to make things comfortable in the ways that you want to make things comfortable and conducive for personal growth. So I don't want to shame anybody or guilt anybody for walking up to an Asian man. Hey man, you seem like you're pretty open-minded. How do I get Asian women? That's the perfect person to ask. Why would you ask a black woman how to get black women and she's not a man? She doesn't know, bro. Just like when me and my girl that I've been with for years, only 3, but that's a long time for me. I'm gonna make that a song, only 3, but that's a lot. That's 10% of my life. But at the end of the day, when we were just on a friendship level, she kept on trying to tell me how to attract women and how to treat women when I understood that thoroughly. Because, I don't want to put her business out there, anything like that. Let's just say she counseled a lot of people pertaining to that subject. But at the end of the day, you could have all the degrees, you could have all the speaking points, you could have all the research. You're not a man. You don't have a penis or testicles, okay? So people are going to treat you differently. You don't have the same experiences as me. You could say what works for you as a madam or as a bisexual woman or a former lesbian or a teeter-totter otter, Harry Potter. I don't care what kind of magic. I don't care what you got going on. You can't speak your autobiographical experiences into my mind, body, and soul, because you're not going to give me any information that's going to get the same results as you, because I don't have a pussy. Wow, who would have thought of that? But at the end of the day, as long as you have your mentality in the right place, as long as you're read, as long as you have conversation, as long as you can take any information, make it yours, digest it, put some humor in there, be entertaining, be serious, set boundaries, be understanding, be knowledgeable, be wise, give guidance, give encouragement, enlightenment, give clarity, be a problem solver. That's really what it comes down to. Can you solve problems? Can you offer value? Can you be a rock? Are you fluid? Are you going to be a person that's going to get active, as they say out here in Cali, active? Are you going to be a source of energy that's going to circulate positive energy? Are you going to be somebody that's dependable, respectable, respectful? Are you going to be somebody who has strong bound Aries gang? Are you going to be the embodiment of a problem solver, a teacher, speaker, a teacher, preacher, and motivational speaker? Are you going to be the embodiment of life? Are you going to be a father, a brother, a lover, a friend, the grass, the air she breathes, the water she drinks? Are you going to do that? Are you going to be somebody who she wishes her son is going to be just like when he grows up? That's what they want, okay? I was watching a video a very long time ago, and this was before shorts even came out. This was about 12 years ago, okay? It's 2024. This is 2012, 13. I want to say the latest this could have been is 2014, right? Two white guys talking, and this is this old, I don't even know what to call him. I don't want to say he was a dating coach, but I'm just going to give him the title of a philosopher. He said, you know what I learned about women, man? I think he had a southern accent. I might just be making this up. This could have been a dream, I don't know. But he said, you know what I learned about women, man? All this time, you know the number one thing a woman wants? And they're like, what? This nigga said, a baby. If you could give her the energy that she wants to have a baby with you, you got her, man. And I was like, that makes sense. I was studying something called individual selection in the animal kingdom. Humans are animals. And individual selection pretty much means, to break it down, I'm going to end it with this, that animals pretty much want to make sure that their genes are passed on to the next generation, okay? They want to procreate. Now, whether this is a woman that is 19 years old, she could be 52, the same thing applies. As long as you could make her feel like she wants to have a baby with you, that's all you need, bro. Just like Andre Taylor said, making her want to be with you physically is half the battle. The rest is up to you. All right? And how you apply this information as far as your conversation, as far as your humor, as far as your philosophication, which is not a word, so don't say that to people. The rest is up to you, bro. You have all the information that you need in a nutshell. So that's all I got to say, man. It's Aaron Moses. I'm the bang, you the bang, we the bang together, man. Life is in the breath. Breathe it in. You just been Aaron Moses. Peace. Love you. Psych.